is Jessica at Big Delicious Life, and I'm out here today at Middlebury Farms, and I'm really excited because we're gonna do something totally fun and different. We're gonna make grilled pizzas. So I have my dough going on right here. We're gonna make two different kinds. The farm is just bursting right now with these awesome tomatoes and zucchini and squash. So we're gonna use all of that stuff. We're gonna make an heirloom tomato and fresh mozzarella. We're also gonna make a zucchini and squash with fontina. Now, I have a little confession to make. I've never actually grilled pizza before, but I've heard that it works, so we're just gonna see how it goes, so bear with me. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get our toppings ready. So I'm just gonna grab one of these little baby zucchini, and I'm gonna use my Y peeler to shave this into ribbons. So this way we're gonna just like make sure that the veggies stay kind of crunchy, and they're just gonna curl up really nice there on the pizza. So you just wanna grab your Y peeler and just make like some little ribbons of zucchini. I like to rotate it as I go along, just to make sure that we leave the seeds out of there. That's where like the really watery part is. So got a bunch of zucchini ribbons going on. I'm gonna do this whole zucchini because we're gonna make a couple of different pizzas. Also might take us a couple of tries. Who knows? We're having fun out here. So let's get our zucchini ribbons onto a plate. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm also gonna use one of these gorgeous yellow squashes. Let's get that on there. Now what I like to do with my zucchini and squash is, because we don't want our pizza to be watery, it's a little windy out here today, is just hit them with a little bit of salt. And what this salt is gonna do is it's gonna let the moisture drain out, and then we can just squeeze it dry with some paper towels. So we're gonna toss these in a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna set those aside. And then in a couple of minutes, all of the moisture will be drained out. So now let's get started on our tomatoes. I like these big, ugly, delicious ones. I think it's beautiful. It looks kind of ugly, whatever it is. I'm going to use my tomato knife here. As I've said before, using a serrated knife is your friend when you're cutting tomatoes. And we just want to get some thin slices, because these tomatoes are super juicy right now. And so these thin slices are gonna make sure that we get all of this gorgeous tomato flavor on there, but that we don't have a watery pizza. So we'll put these on this plate, and I don't know, what do you think? Let's add one of these green zebras. How about that? I just like the name green zebra. I just learned that today too from Farmer Pete, that these green tomatoes are called green zebras. And the color is just awesome. That is perfect. All right, let's get these green zebras on there. Now we're also gonna do the same thing with our tomatoes, is we're gonna hit them with a little bit of salt so we can get some of the excess moisture out of there. And then we're gonna pat them dry before we top our pizza. So I have some paper towels here, and all I'm gonna do is just pick up my zucchini and squash. They've been sitting here for a few minutes, so in that salt, and I'm just gonna wring out the moisture. All you have to do is just give them a good squeeze. See all that water come out? That's the water that would have made our pizza all soggy, so that's just perfect. Another paper towel here, and we'll just pat our tomatoes dry. So this way we get all of that delicious tomato, squash, and zucchini flavor, and leave behind all of the water so we can still have some nice crispy pizza. Okay, so now we've prepped all of our toppings. I have my cheese over here. I have my zucchini ribbons, squash ribbons, and my tomatoes that I've patted dry. Now here comes the fun part. We're gonna try and grill this crust, so let's see how it goes. The first thing that you wanna do is make sure that you have some olive oil and a paper towel on your tongs. And we wanna make sure that our grates are really well oiled. So all we're gonna do is make sure that this paper towel is nice and coated like this. We wanna do it quickly and just get the oil all over the grates. This grill is screaming hot right now. It's exactly what you want. Now it's time for the crust. Woo! So we're gonna make some little pizzas here. This dough has been proofing all day. It's super soft, super stretchy. I just have it on a baking sheet with some flour. I'm actually gonna brush the side that I'm gonna put down with a little bit more olive oil because we don't wanna have that sticking. I'm gonna put my brush in here. I'm just gonna brush some olive oil on this side. All right, guys, here goes nothing. So they only need about 2 minutes on there. They cook really fast. And what we're gonna do is just pull it off, flip it over. Whew. Which one should we make first? I think we're gonna make Caprese first. So with the Caprese, we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on here. I'm gonna add some fresh mozzarella, which I have over here. Just a little bit. Add a couple slices of fresh mozz. Don't need a lot of cheese because this is all about those gorgeous tomatoes. And then I'm just gonna take my tomato slices and just lay those right on there. Get a couple of these green ones on here. All right, now what we're gonna do is just slide this side back on the grill. I'm gonna use my spatula here. So I'm gonna use my tongs. And we're gonna pull it back on the grill so that our cheese can melt and let the other side cook. So our Caprese one, I'm just gonna top with a little bit of this fresh garlic, just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. And then I have some basil right here that just came out of the ground. So just gonna put a little bit of fresh herbs on here. Just pick the leaves right off. Put them down there on the pizza. Awesome. Perfect. So I'm gonna slide this one right onto our cutting board here. Let that one hang out while I get our squash and zucchini ribbon pizza ready. So I'm gonna pick up another one of our doughs right here. I get this one stretched out. I also like to make these mini ones so that everybody can just kind of put whatever it is that they like on it. So this is really fun for pizza night at home, or if you're having a party, everybody can make their own little individual pizza. Toss it right on the grill. So this is looking really good, but if you want to get on in here and see, you want to make sure that your crust is bubbling up like this. So as soon as we start to get these bubbles, all right, I'm going to get this off the grill, and then we're going to top this one with our zucchini and squash ribbons. Hit it with just a little bit of olive oil. We're not using any sauce on these pizzas, so don't be afraid to use olive oil. And for this one, we are going to use fontina cheese. Now, fontina is really, really mild and melty, but it's going to be delicious with these squash and zucchini ribbons. So let's make a little ribbon party. We're going to slide this back on the grill, cook the other side, and let that cheese get melted. All right, let's check on it. Oh, that's looking good. Our cheese is all melty. Our crust is nice and bubbly. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off. Just gonna pull it right onto our board, just like that. And this one, the squash and zucchini ribbon with fontina, I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of pesto drizzle. So here comes my favorite part, trying it. So we're just gonna give them a cut. Oh yeah, do you hear that crunch? All right, let's give this a taste. I love pizza. That is so delicious. The crust has that grill flavor. It's crunchy. You know I have to try both of them. Let's give this zucchini and squash one a taste. Oh yeah. You definitely want to be grilling your pizzas for the rest of the summer. Thank you so much for watching Big Delicious Life out here at Middlebury Farms. I'm gonna be out here all summer showing what you can do with all the fresh organic veggies that you'll find in your CSA box and at the farmer's market. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to click subscribe.